Communism doesn't work. Never has. Never will.
Let's get that straight for all the Ayn Rand jerking, free market LARPing dipshits who might be watching.
You know what does work? The threat of communism. That shit works like pure magic. Every time corporate power and its political enablers get too greedy, too comfortable, too convinced they can grind working people into dust with zero consequences, the ghost of communism shows up like an overdue audit and reminds them how fragile their little arrangement really is. Look at history. The West didn't avoid communism because its institutions were run by enlightened angels. It avoided communism because its leaders were scared shitless of losing public consent, labor peace, and political legitimacy. They understood that if the vast majority of people who have nothing left to lose finally decide they've had enough, the entire social contract can be rewritten. So they adjusted. Better wages, unions, safety nets, protections against the next economic catastrophe. Not out of kindness, out of pure self-preservation. Then they forget. Every single time. 2008 happens. Reckless Wall Street institutions tank the global economy. Millions of Americans lose their jobs, their houses, their savings, and what do we get? A sudden explosion of Tea Party energy directed at non-existent socialism, while the institutions responsible got bailouts and bonuses. Now the cycle is starting again. People are getting royally screwed. Wages stagnate, jobs vanish, costs explode. And the same concentrated interests that own too much and influence too much of the government are once again acting like the public will just keep taking it forever. They need to be reminded, periodically, forcefully, publicly. Reminded that the civilization they profit from is a lot more fragile than they think. Reminded that the people who actually keep the lights on still have votes, unions, organizing power, and the ability to demand a different deal. Reminded that the threat of communism, even if communism itself is a disaster, has repeatedly pressured powerful institutions to accept reforms they would never volunteer. So, no, I'm not a communist. I'm just a guy who's tired of watching the same movie on repeat. And I'm more than happy to keep the argument alive. Because nothing focuses the mind of an unaccountable corporation faster than the sudden realization that the people beneath its balance sheet can still organize, vote, negotiate, and rewrite the rules.